What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? It's your man, Mr. Fantastic. Uh, man, what a day. So the shit show continues, right? The shit show continues with the Earn Hub refund. Now, when it was only 300,000, 500,000, everybody was talking about, well, yeah, you're gonna get $50 per billion, right? And we all was like, man, that's some bullshit. $50 per billion? Fuck that. Right? Do you know people are getting $50 right now? I'm sorry. Did you hear what I said? I didn't say $50 per billion. I said they're getting $50, maybe $100. And these people have billions of shares I'm sorry, billions of tokens. I always get this when it's trading, y'all. It just comes out like that. But vested, billions of shares vested. They have put in loads of money and are not reaping anything close to 10%. Nothing even close to it. So I put right here. Oh well, that's something totally different. Let's go somewhere else first. So earlier I said, what's the difference between Safe Moon Mark slash DeFi Mark contract being hacked and the EarnHub contract being hacked besides the amount that was stolen, right? And we're not going to go off into all of that because I put that on the earlier video. But the correlation is you should pay the people back who are holders. That's what it equals out to. Now you can do your own math because what happened to D5 Mark was his contract got compromised. What happened with EarnHub is these people left a back door open and we were compromised. So we're gonna leave that there. That's irrelevant right now. Let's talk about what's really going on. Buddy, right here, I acquire knowledge. Over 3 billion in EarnHub, never sold my return. He got $94 back. $94. And he had 3 billion earned hub. Let me tell y'all, at the all-time high, that was $30,000, right? Let's just say without the inflation, 3 billion, let's just say it was 2,000 a piece, right? That's still 7,500, right? If it's 2,500 a piece per billion, that's still $7,500 he spent, and he got $94 back. Let me look over here. My man had 2 billion earned hub. Dan Flint, 2 billion earned hub, 800 million unvested in his wallet. Never sold anything. So all he did was claim. All he did was claim, right? Because that's how they was giving it to you. You wasn't really getting like a billion this day, and then within 2 days you get another billion. No, 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 no. It was coming, but it was coming very, very slow, like a faucet that has a drip. No pun intended to the token. So he said he didn't sell anything. And what did he get back? 0.33 BNB, which is roughly around 90 something dollars, right? Especially right now while BNB is dropping. And we're going to get off into that in a hot second. So someone I want to come here because we're going to talk about Ukraine and Russia in a hot second in the market sentiment, right? So right here, my man asked, Greg Smith asked, did anyone get refunded yet? I don't want to mess up my man's name, Guillermo, whatever. I don't want to mess his name up, man. Thousand pardons. But he said, well, I got 0.25 BNB today. I'm assuming this from them. So basically, in at least 5 to 10 grand of his own money and never sold, and he migrated from Safer. So you got 0.25. That's less than the gentleman a few minutes ago we were just talking about, right? And he put in from 5 to 10 grand, and he basically got back $60. That breaks your heart, man. I was at 130,000 at the peak, yes, sir, and then could not sell because they were vested 100%. I even bought a little more when it dropped to help out, and I remember that because I also did the same thing. And he got back 0.25 BNB, not 25 BNB, y'all. Point. That means there's a zero in front of it. 0.25 BNB, which is roughly around $60. Well, a little over $60, maybe 70, maybe. I mean, but still, to invest 5 to 10 grand and you get back not even shoe money. You can't even buy a brand new pair of shoes with that money if you go to a outlet, depending on where you at. You know, it sucks, man. It really does suck, man. And they need to do something about this, man. It really needs to be something needs to be done about this thievery. I mean, it's terrible, man. It's really terrible, and people have to have no recourse, right? They have no recourse to be able to be able to get something back, right? There's no one you can email, no one you can talk to, and then they always throw that in your face. Well, we could have left. Oh yeah, yeah, we could have just took the money and left. Well, that would make you a thief, and unless you are a thief, why would you even say that? Unless it crossed your mind a few times, shit, you might as well. You might as well, 'cause, people still feel like they've been robbed, if you really wanna know. My God. So, let's talk about what's going on in this market right now. Everything is FUBAR, right? Everything is FUBAR right now. The entire market is dipping because of what's going on in Ukraine. And, I wanna say on a side note, praying for those people in Ukraine, man, and, I'm really hoping that this nonsense ends and, there's no massive loss of life, you know what I'm saying? Because, it's unnecessary, right? It's very unnecessary. And I wanna show you guys something that I saw a little earlier today that really woke me up, man, about this. Think about if you sitting on your back porch, right? Or you sitting at your grandma's house, right? And then something like this occurred. Look closely. That's a F-15 that just shot a rocket. That was a fighter jet that just shot a rocket, and you're living somewhere in the vicinity to be able to even see something like that. Not not alone be so close to where you can see the smoke off of the rocket. You can see the rocket, and then it hits something close enough to you where your child screams. And we talking about people outside shooting guns. They got people outside in fighter jets shooting rockets. Look at that. Look at the scenery. Did that look like a military facility to you? I mean, I understand this is a different country, but my God. So, prayers to them, man. And I hope everybody pulls through, man. And wow, man. You know, wow. But let's talk about the market itself, right? Let's talk about the market itself and what it's actually doing. So you got people that'll tell you right now, hey, buy the dip, let's do this, buy the dip. Um, at this point in time, I wouldn't suggest anybody, and this is not financial advice, right? Because the dip has not even begun to dip yet. The dip has not begun to dip yet, y'all. You know, this is just the beginning. Now, I will say, yeah, you might want to find you a nice entry point to get in. I mean, why not, right? Sooner or later, hopefully everything recovers unless it gets a lot worse. But what you can do until then, and this is not financial advice, but you can always move your money to BUSD, right? Or something like that to where it's going off the dollar value. Um, like one of my friends said today, like DeFi Cody said today, he's moving his money to to gold and silver, which is smart because that's always um, that's like the go-to in times like this, right? Especially if you're in stocks, then you definitely know that in times of turmoil and litigation and what's the SEC going to say about this, a lot of smart money moves their money to gold and silver. So you might want to think about that. And this is not financial advice. Do as you choose. If you choose to hold and just hold it out, then just hold it out. If that's your choice. If you choose to um, dibble and dabble, then that's your choice. I was saying something earlier today, right? I said something earlier today that if you sold yesterday, right? Let's say you sold yesterday before the news hit, and uh, you probably was ahead of the game because a lot of people buy the rumor and they sell the news, especially something as tragic as this. So let's just say that you went ahead and you sold, right? Nobody says that you can't buy back in and buy the dip. And for people to tell you that you're wrong for selling, that's just an idiotic way of looking at trading. They forget that this is trading. This is not some type of boys club camp out where we're all gonna, cut our finger and make a blood oath that we're not gonna, take advantage of the market. That's idiocy. The only thing that really prevents a lot of day trading is the sales tax. That's why they tax you like that, right? But if you sold yesterday, and let's say whatever you sold, and you're able to get back in at a lower buy-in where the taxes really haven't affected you, and you're able to double your token amount, I call that good trading. I call that smart investing. Not only did you go back into the project that you had love for, that you did your research on, but you also doubled your holding for less money, right? If you sold out for 1,400 and you bought back in at 700, that's a double. No matter how you look at it, 7 plus 7 is 14. So that's just smart investing, right? So don't let anyone tell you how you are supposed to invest. There's always winners and losers, and there's those people that come in second place, and you know second place might not be first, but it pays a lot more than third, right? Oh Lord. Oh, okay, y'all. I'm gonna holler at your boy, man. Holler at your boy, man. This is Mr. Fantastic, and there's a lot going on nowadays, man. There's a lot going on. So protect your investment. Make sure you do your due diligence, and when you find that nice entry point you want to get into, hey, this is the time to buy the dip. This is the time to buy the dip.